Hey everybody, I am Yan. Welcome to my channel. I listen to comebacks, debut songs I've never heard of, or listened to for the first time with you all. Today we're listening to a group that is still pretty new, I would say, still in the rookie range, and they are called Blitzers. And I reviewed or reacted to some of their previous songs before, so I'm looking forward to this one as well. The name of their newest song is called Bobbin, so maybe the song will make my head bob, but other than that I have no idea. I'm guessing it's fast-paced. So far the songs I listened to by Blitzers is a little more up-tempo, upbeat, so that is my guess right now. Let's check out their newest song right now. Oh darn, nothing to guess at the moment, but let's enjoy Blitzers' Bobbin right now then.
Right here now. Speed down your thing. Bleachers.
기계처럼 따라가 뭔가 홀린 것 같지 왜 그래 몸속 깊이 스며든 시스템 네 생각을 조종하지
Yes or no.
대답해봐 너의 맘대로
Nothing wrong.
분명히 향해 네 자신을 믿어 Let's just go on 수많은 눈이 너를 향해 더는 감추지 마 지금 너를 외쳐봐 따윈 없애 미안해 적은 생각을 꺼내 Stand up, speak up 이제 너의 대답을 원해 뜨거운 눈물 속에 갇힌 너를 버리고 이제 너를 원하는 곳을 향해 날 맞춰
흔들리지 않지 Bleachers. 끄덕끄덕 바보같이 지금 너는 Bobbin. 끄덕끄덕 Blitzers.
잔인하기 전에
Are you okay?
따라만 가지 질문 없이 시키는 대로 수많은 손끝들을 향한 곳에서 자라나는 paradox Left right 몰려갔다가 뭐라고 했더라 찾고 있던 진실을 놓쳐버리지 않게
Yes or no.
대답해봐 너의 맘대로
Nothing wrong.
분명히 향해 네 자신을 믿어 You better go on 수많은 눈이 너를 향해 더는 감추지 마 지금 너를 외쳐봐 따윈 없애 미안해 적은 생각을 꺼내 Stand up, speak up 이제 너의 대답을 원해 뜨거운 눈물 속에 갇힌 너를 버리고
이제 너를
원하는 곳을 향해 날 맞춰
흔들리지 않지 Bleachers. 끄덕끄덕 바보같이 지금 너는 Bobbin. 끄덕끄덕 Blitzers.
잔인하기 전에
두려움이 파도처럼 널 삼켜둬 Stay all night and trust yourself 너의 진심을 모두 눈을 뜰 수 있게
You better stop that nod Yo, you better stop that nod Yeah, you better stop that nod Yo, 세상을 뒤쳐봐 뜨거운 눈물 속에 갇힌 너를 버리고
이제 너를
원하는 곳을 향해 날 맞춰
흔들리지 않지 Bleachers. 끄덕끄덕 바보같이 지금 너는 Bobbin. 끄덕끄덕 Blitzers.
잔인하기 전에
Alright, did not expect it to be like rock and roll, rock kind of a vibe, but they got it. They were able to do it. Very powerful indeed. I also noticed Bobbin, the O is like X'd out, upside down the B's, and there's a little X right here too. Not sure if it symbolizes anything, but Blitzers, the Z is also upside down, so a little funky font going on, but yeah, definitely not what I expected. I knew it was upbeat, but didn't expect it to be in this form, so it was a good surprise. Anyway, let's go back to the beginning and share what I observed, but it was very flashy, so for friends and people who cannot handle bright lights constantly flashing at your face, this might not be the best MV, or maybe you have shades or something else to help you out with your eyes, but for me it was fine. But I noticed it could be pretty hard on some people's eyes too, so I guess you might have known that by now, right? This is the end of the MV. So yeah, to the beginning. So we see, actually, let me think. We were pretty much in the same spot, more or less. This is kind of like the main setting here with Blitzers in the background. I know their name is kind of hard to say for some people. It sounded like they were saying Bleachers or Bleach when they say it really quickly, but it's Blitzers, and that is their logo. And one member or two, they're riding on this rodeo cow thing, which was very interesting as well. I have no idea what they're saying, but it sounded very fierce and powerful, and you don't want to mess with them, and that's what I got. So a lot of rapping, but I also really like the choreo here, plus the camera work. I mean, it just emphasizes the choreo a lot more, making it more powerful, the way the camera worked. But their hands, their one eye covered, there's a lot of small movements that make it very fine and detailed. And of course we have a lot of powerful moves too. I feel like you need a lot of stamina to get through it, a lot of popping, and it's just very, very fierce. So we can pretty much see this is their entire setting. Only when it's close up they have different lightings and maybe just different CG effects, but overall when we dance we are here. And we were able to see everyone pretty clearly, at least I personally thought everyone had time to shine and have their wacky head whipping movements. When I saw one member, I was like, ooh, that looked really painful, or maybe his neck will be super sore tomorrow. But it just worked out really well. It had that really intense rock vibe to it, which, like I said, I didn't expect. I thought Bobbin, you know, it's kind of more chill kind of a feel, but they went up a mile, if not more. And they had various outfits. They even had some where they added some CG effects on them, you know, with the star pattern and so forth. And so lots of patterns going on aside from just showing their choreo, their strength, and also their voices. The star, something like that. So I don't think there's really a storyline to it. I don't really know what's going on. I will check the English lyrics to help clarify some things, but it's definitely very different, a very different concept that they've experienced before, which is good. It shows that they can do other things as well, and I think it's quite suitable for them. They do have that really intense glare or stare at the cameras, and just the lighting and all makes it kind of a dark feel to it, but they also have fairly bright outfits from time to time, right? Some white going on too, so it's not like super duper dark, but you know, kind of dark at times. I don't know if I will pull off this choreo, but I also like the kind of knocking, maybe their head bobbing, but they, you know, use their arm instead. That part was very catchy and memorable for me. But overall, there was just a lot of rapping and not as much vocals this time around. I mean, there were some still present, but you know, some songs have more rapping than others, and that's just an observation for this group. A lot of different perspectives and angles for sure. We are always stepped on, so to speak, besides the usual angles and views. So I think it's showing power and strength, not necessarily, like I said, with the storyline, but they look very cool, and 7 some million views already, and I can really see why they are, you know, doing really well. I'm glad, especially like I've been saying since I've been listening to newer groups these days. It's competitive, so I hope that they can find their own styles and bring it out, and hopefully many more people will appreciate it as well. So yeah, tell me your thoughts about this group as well as Bobbin. Did your head bob? There were some parts where I was like, yeah, I like that part especially. So that's what I noticed as well. But rock is a genre that I'm not always a huge fan of, but they did mix it with a bit of pop to it too, so it's not just pure rock. The rock part was more of like the chorus. There was a lot of screaming and shouting, you know. Hopefully their voice is okay, but yeah, that's just an observation I noticed as well. So yeah, continue to support Blitzers and enjoy Bobbin many more times. Not sure if this is a mini album or a full album or single, but if there are songs I missed by Blitzers, help me out and let me know in the comments below. Alright, thank you, goodbye!